Hello and welcome to episode 62 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, where we will continue our investigation into this experiment that the Empire conducted. So let's talk to Liz here and see what she's up to. I go looking for answers about the Echo and end up getting schooled by Rabon. Yet more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder people listen to him and not to me. I do understand if she has doubts. She's very new to leadership, and well, it can be hard to both learn and master. General Aldin is a veteran of countless campaigns. This you cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. Completely right there, Rolfino. I know, but I also know that I couldn't have convinced that mob to give up and go home. It makes me realize how much we rely on his authority, and how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he'll do when everything here is settled. I mean, it's his homeland. After going to the trouble of winning it back, might he not want to stay? That's a good question. His quandary, which countless refugees has now faces. To continue the life they built in Ul'dah, or start again in the land of their birth. Joffrey, a moment. Pippin. I'm newly returned from Ul'dah with a message from the Sultana. Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the place, visit the palace at your earliest convenience. Well, I must away and attend to other business until next time, my friends. So, I never actually really asked this question before, but now when Pippin has technically a two-handed sword, which for a normal-sized person would be one-handed, but anyways, is he a Dark Knight now? Or is he a warrior with a two-handed sword? Please write in the comment down below what you think. Has Pippin become a Dark Knight? Like, yeah. An audience with the Sultana? Depending on the nature of her consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans. Yes, We'd all like to know about those Alphanaud, but not every, but not everyone's as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take no notice of him, Joffrey. Thank you, Liz. Yeah. Alright. Let's continue this. Well, the question of how to put Mad King's treasure to good use shows no sign of answering itself. Shall we be about it, Orvald? I'm at your beck and call. And I should be getting back to my own tasks. I'll organize a squad. Organize a squad to head down into the ruins and then start preparing for the big meeting. Oh, send Nanamo my regards, Joffrey. Oh, I certainly will. And ours too, if you please. We shall see you on your return. Alright, let's hit the return button and go to Ul'dah, because that's where we wanna go. Wow, it's like forever since I was here. Let's see here, so... Here's a fun fact. She always says that, even when you literally saved the world at the end game. You are expected, my lord. Please proceed.
I thank you for answering my summons in these most interesting times. You have been busy.
Yeah, you could say that.
The liberation of Alamigo will have far-reaching consequences, and there is a matter upon which I would seek your counsel.
Alright.
I speak of Rauban and his future.
Oh.
All know the tale of his rise from penniless refugee to member of the Syndicate and General of the Immortal Flames. Yet though he has come to call Ul'dah home, it will never be his homeland. He is a son of Alamigo.
Yeah, I knew that. Actually seen his house. Which, in my opinion, is quite an impressive house. It's not small as I expected it to be. First time I saw that, I was actually quite surprised how big a house he actually had. Considering up until then, you actually got the general idea that they did not have much money back then. And if you look around in Eorzea, you will see much smaller houses.
And now that she is free, I thought it only a matter of time before he sought my leave to return to her. Indeed, I had resigned myself to his loss. Suffice it to say, I was greatly surprised to hear him speak so lightly of handing over the reins in Alamigo, and retaking his place at my side. I will welcome him with open arms, of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend. But I have known the man a long time, and beneath that steely gaze, I spied a flicker of doubt.
Yeah.
Whether Raubon chooses to remain in Uldar or return to Alamigo, I only wish that he do so with a heart unburdened by guilt or regret. Yet, how can he freely make such a choice, knowing how much I depend on him? It is past time that I learned to discharge my duties as a sultana alone. I must go forth and see my realm with my own eyes, and hear the wind with my own ears. Might I have your company for a brief adventure? Wonderful. Allow me a moment to change into something a touch less conspicuous, and I will join you outside.
All right. Let's see here. Have I, by chance, actually unlocked that? No, I have not. All right, let's do this then. So we need to actually do a small side quest here that I'm almost a bit ashamed of having. I completely forgot about it. So we need to talk to that lady up here. Well-heeled youth. So here we go. This should be pretty quick. There we go. And so that quest will unlock a new area for us. That I'm again quite surprised I haven't done just yet. And to continue this, we actually need to do this quest. Golden airship ticket. In. Over. There we go. And yeah. You guys might wanna see this. There it is. And yeah. Welcome to the Golden Saucer. It's Eorsa's version of Las Vegas, basically. And well, there is quite a bit you can do here, like playing cards and such. And apparently they don't have an age restriction here either, so doesn't matter if you're a kid or an adult. Game addiction is a good thing apparently around here. The Manaville Golden Saucer. And I'm not going to do much around here right now. I'm just going to do a quick run around. So, and pick up a few of these things here. Oh, yeah, that's about the correct level to be here. Level 35. So, and here's the Etherite. And yeah, so all I want to do is pick up all these Ethernet charts so we can freely travel here. And quite frankly, right now I kind of wish I had my had a board instead, so I could actually run around a bit faster here. Where are we going? Over here. I think, yeah, there's this. That one. And I think Where is it? This one, I think. Yes, there it is. Lift operator. And yeah, this is the last one. Here's the Chocobo race. Alright, let's go and oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh well. Let's teleport over there. There we go. There you are. Hello. What do you think of Lilira, the merchant's daughter? This is the disguise I don when I wish to leave the palace and observe my subjects unnoticed. Ordinarily, Papachan would accompany me, but for this particular outing, I need an advisor, not a minder. That is why I requested your company. Over the course of your many adventures, you have met people from all walks of life in every corner of Eorzea, and I would make use of your worldly experience. Now let us be on our way. Our first destination is Stone's Throw, just beyond the gates of Nald. Alright. That's central. What is this? Oh, wasn't that long of a flight? Look upon this procession of tattered tents. These refugees' camp is squalor, at the mercy of the elements and Fanalan's predators both. The city's mighty walls offer safety, but the streets overflow with people as it is. And unless blessed by the hand of Nold himself, no refugee could ever hope to afford a dwelling in Old Dawn. 20 years have passed since the fall of Alamigo, and 5 since the calamity. Yet the plight of the poor has grown more desperate, no, not less. As a Sultana, the blame falls upon me. You have done your best, Your Grace. Your hands have been tied, Your Grace. Yes, my authority is limited, and that is an obstacle I must work to overcome. Shall we proceed on? I would follow the road to the unholy hair. So, I've done this a few times, and it feels recently it feels more like a test, like see if you remember what has been talked about earlier, and the right answer here would be her hands was tied by the syndicate, if you guys remember earlier episodes. Anyhow, so keep going. I think I can fly over this mountain. I have to fly around it. These on these older maps you can't actually fly as high as on the new ones. It was here in this holy unremarkable place that my mother and father met their doom. It was I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interest in Eastern Fanaland when an untimely rockslide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if the incident was simply misfortune or an expertly planned assassination. Raban once offered to reopen the investigation and bring me the truth he assumed I must surely crave, but I refused. Even if my parents' deaths were orchestrated by the monetarists, we could only have brought their hirelings to justice. The true villains, those who plotted to put me on the throne as a biddable puppet, were ever beyond our reach. Thus did I plan to strip the merchants of their power and place our nation in the hands of the citizens. Quite unaware of the consequences my actions would have for you and yours, I shudder to think how many godly souls paid the price of my naivety. But I am no longer a child reciting words with witless obedience, and I will not be used as a pawn in the monetarist damnable game. Oh, forgive me my outburst. You are one of the few people to whom I feel I can speak my mind. Oh, that's cute. Come, let us return to Uldar and visit the Colosseum. Alright, let's fly a real bird this time. Actually, I don't think that instead. Body to skeleton. Where is it? Here it is. From the moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of document signing and ceremonies. For years I simply signed where I was told to sign and sat where I was told to sit, blissfully oblivious of what any of it meant. Yet one good thing did come from the ignominious chapter in my life, for it was during an official visit to the Colosseum that I first met Robon. The match I had been invited to attend was not at all what I expected. They had pitted the bull of Alamiga against some dozen of so rival gladiators. Blinker thought it was. I would not stand for so obvious an injustice and demanded to see a fair fight. One man against another. And my royal wish was duly granted. It was not until later that I learned of the gambling ring which had arranged for Robon to die on the sands that day. Regardless, my investigation meant that Robon had but a single opponent to dispatch, which he duly did. And when he kneeled before me to receive the winner's purge, he swore that he would one day offer me his blade in service. Surrounded as I was by liars and manipulators, I confessed I'd dismissed it as a pleasant piece of theater. But as you know, Robon is a man of his word. Yeah, he really is. But it took him another 5 years of fighting on the blood sands. He amassed a fortune so great as to buy not only his freedom, but a seat on the syndicate. And then I had my blade.
Your Grace, you mustn't! The danger is too great! Please, Your Grace, come back! I beg of you!
It seems you're the one who needs looking after, Master Shum. Rabon!
Your Grace! I have kept the promise made.
So you have, and in turn, so too shall I keep mine. With your winnings, you have become one of the 6 most wealthy souls in all Ul'dah. And so, as tradition dictates, Rauben Aldin, You have earned yourself a seat on the Syndicate. May your new station garner you still greater glories.
I am honored, Your Grace, and vow to serve with every fiber of my being from this day till my last. Long live the Sultana, and long live Uldar!
All right. Words cannot well express what that. Wow. Words cannot well express what that man means to me. There are others who care deeply for my well-being, of course. Papa Sean's love for me is as that of a grandsire for his grandchild. But upon matters of governance, I cannot turn to bodyguards and maidservants for counsel. Robin, with the authority of his syndicate position, was the first sword I could wield. His was the only edge which could cut the strings that bound me. Alright, let's see what we got here. Critical vitality. Determination, vitality, spell speed. None of these foods are very good for me, so let's take the cash. We must make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Sultana Sworn for long, and there are other places I would visit. To the Arsenif Osori. Heard about that place. We still have a few minutes, so let's see. Come on, go. Oh, just Mage's Guild. When the calamity threatened Raubon, Raubon led the Alliance forces into battle on the plains of Cortana, and I remained here. I prayed with all my heart that Archon Louisoix would have the power to arouse the 12. Since that day, I have made custom of visiting this shrine during each of my little excursions. Here I seek the blessing of fall, reflect upon my choices, and ask myself if I am fulfilling my duties as Sultana. You are rightly celebrated as the champion because you have led the line in 100 battles for the good of Eorzea. In much the same way, I believe the measure of a monarch lies in how she leads her people in time of adversity. If I'm to be a Sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the troubles facing Ul'dah. I have chosen my path, Joffrey. With Ala Mhigo now freed from Imperial chains, I finally see a way to aid the refugees. Already many displaced Ala Mhigans seek to begin the long trek home. To facilitate that process, I have made a small contribution. An artisan's school in Rolgo's Reach for any who wish to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These people will need shelter and employment if they are to survive. And this time, the Ul'dah treasury shall provide. Precisely where and how to allocate the necessary funds is, of course, another question. Might you ask members of the syndicate for advice? No. Why not seek the advice of one who employs refugees? A wise suggestion. Mayhap visit to the Golden Sorcerer is in order. And now you know why I needed to unlock the Golden Sorcerer. Its proprietor is a member of the syndicate, and he is one of the few who pay refugees a fair wage. I wonder, are you acquainted with the with Godbert Mandeville? Ah, well, he is a most generous man. If something of an eccentric, let us make our way to the land and I will see that word is sent to the Golden Sorcerer. Godbert should be only too glad to receive us. Well, that has to wait until the next episode, because what? Or at the 40-minute mark here again. So yeah, this is what I like about Final Fantasy. Like there are so much you can learn in these quests just by talking to people, and like sure, for you guys who like the action and like to see me do dungeons and all that, yeah, but some people, including myself, says the fighting in this game is a minority in comparison to the story. The story is everything in this game, and I just love the story in this game. Well, roughly a year ago, I would say Final Fantasy had the best story I ever played, but I also played Mass Effect now, and I would say if there is one feat between the story of Mass Effect and Final Fantasy in the first and second place, I would say it's probably a mile between Final Fantasy as second and the third game. I can't even name right now which one that would be. So, yeah, awesome story, love it, and yeah. Anyhow, I will be calling this an episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, feel free to hit the like button. And if you're new here, then first of all, welcome. And if you enjoy my content, why don't you hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new content here on YouTube. I will be back again tomorrow. Excuse me. And until then, stay safe out there.